Hello, my name is Nell and I have things to say about disability, chronic illness and mental health. I live with all of these things, and here in my videos on my channel, I want to create a safe space for people to share and learn about all of this. If that sounds like something that interests you, I would love it if you would subscribe to the channel. Come back every Wednesday when I upload new videos. Let me know what you think of my videos in the comments section, and if you know of somebody who would benefit from or enjoy one of my videos, please feel free to share a link with them. Many years ago, I started a blog called Warning Honesty Ahead. I shared a lot of health updates. I was going through a lot of health issues at the time. I was going through investigation, then diagnosis, and then treatment for tick-borne infection, otherwise known as Lyme disease. I was learning a lot about my mental health, and I was just sharing a lot of those things. I was sharing a lot of the ups and downs of my situation. And then 3.5 years ago, I started this YouTube channel. And then now I'm starting to do more advocacy work. I've done a webinar, I've done a podcast episode, I'm going to be doing a conference later in the year. And in all of these platforms, I have had to share essentially my trauma. I have had to share a lot of difficult experiences that I have gone through. I have had to share a lot of personal experiences and personal information. I say I had to. I chose to. Nobody made me start up any of these projects. I chose to. And I come from a family background where we don't talk about these things. We don't talk about trauma. We don't talk about mental illness. We don't talk about any of that, even though all of these things were rife in my family from day one. My family is filled with a lot of these things, but we don't talk about it. It was never addressed. It's like the royal family, never complain, never explain. And so when I began my blog to begin with, I don't know how many people read that. I don't think many people did. But I was sharing there in the hopes that what I had to share might benefit from somebody. I was laying my pain bare in the hopes that it might help someone. Starting this YouTube channel, I have delved deep into some pretty explicit trauma. I have talked about my sexual abuse experiences. I have talked about the medical issues that have come about from my sexual abuse. I've talked about my mental health issues. I have talked about some of the really awful things that I've experienced due to disability discrimination. I've talked a lot about these things in depth. And they're the sort of things that I don't like talking about to people just in general conversation. And I think that's part of the reason why I talk about them, because I don't want people to come up and just talk to me about them out of the blue. I don't want those questions out of the blue. So I'd rather just say to people, if you really want to ask invasive questions, just watch my YouTube channel and you can have all of those, that curiosity quenched. I've delved into a lot of this, and at the moment I'm writing a talk for a conference that I'm speaking at in September, and again, I'm having to delve into some very personal things. I'm telling a story about one of the most traumatic experiences of my life when I was at a rehabilitation hospital. A story that I haven't told here because it is quite traumatic. And a lot of it, I sit there and I think, I'm sharing my trauma, but it's for a purpose. And I have to focus on that. But it's hard. And I really hope I really hope it's benefiting somebody. I really hope that somebody's getting something out of it, because it takes a lot out of me. I know that people are getting things from it because I see your comments. I see the appreciation, and I am so glad. But it's just an interesting path that I found myself on. And this video doesn't seem to be going anywhere. It's just a reflection. It's the interesting dichotomy of sharing my trauma for a purpose, when usually trauma is something that we keep to ourselves, or we just share in therapy. Maybe this is a version of therapy for me. I don't know. But I hope that through me being honest with my trauma, being open with my trauma, you can find some solidarity and some community. I hope. That's all for this one. Thank you for watching. Thank you for watching any of my videos, all of my videos, whichever ones you watch. Thank you so much for being a part of this journey. I do appreciate it. All right. Be sure to check out my Instagram and my TikTok. They're fun. More fun than this. Right. Bless.